Hello at the jail. What's your name, please?
I'm Jason Scott Hilary, Your Honor.
Thank you. Give me just a moment. Now calling case number 24S00047. This is the State of Michigan versus Jason Scott Harold Reeves. Appearances for the record, please, starting with Attorney Plumai.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumai appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Reeves. And Mr. Reeves, if you could just say your full name one more time for the record.
I'm Jason Scott Harold Reeves.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time scheduled for an arraignment in this matter. What I have is a misdemeanor complaint that charges that on or about December 24th of 2023 on I-94 at or near Harris Road, you did operate a vehicle upon the highway while having an alcohol content of 0.17 grams or more per 100 milliliters of blood. This is otherwise known as operating with a high BAC. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 180 days in jail, a $700 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Count 2 alleges that you did operate a motor vehicle on I-94 near Harris Road on that same date while your license was suspended or revoked. That is otherwise known as operating with your license suspended, revoked, or denied. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Finally, count 3 alleges that you did transport or possess an alcoholic liquor in a container that was open, uncapped, or upon which the seal was broken within the passenger area of a vehicle upon a highway in this state, otherwise known as alcohol open container in a vehicle. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And that is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 90 days in jail, a $100 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you have a chance to review an advice of rights form this morning?
I have not spoken to my lawyer about.
Okay. So you have the following basic rights. You have the right to remain silent because anything that you say, whether orally or in writing, can be used against you in court. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. And you have the right to be represented by an attorney through all of these court proceedings. And that is why the public defender is here. Do you have any questions about your rights?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Plumai, do you wish to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Reeves is a local resident. He's living in New Boston. He is college educated from Michigan State University, the Michigan Academy of EMS and Schoolcraft. He does have a daughter who he cares for and supports financially. And he states he's not a drinker. He is not a drug user. He's employed full-time. After discussing testing options that would be typical on a charge like this, I believe his preference would be the SoberLink alcohol tether. And I'm just going to respectfully request a personal bond for him, and he would stand mute as to the charge if I did not say that already.
Thank you. The court does accept that you are standing mute to the charge at this time. Your pretrial conference date is set for April 16th at 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom before Judge Washington. And the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are to report to community corrections within 24 hours of your release for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. Do you know where community corrections is?
No, ma'am. What time would I be doing that, ma'am? I work 6 a.m. to 4:30 every day.
Within 24 hours of your release.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Community corrections is located basically up the hill from where you are right now.
Okay.
It's a brown building. It's labeled Reentry Center. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You won't get paperwork before you're released that should have the address on it. It's 4101 Washtenaw Avenue, but it's basically above where you are right now.
Yes, ma'am.
While you are at community corrections, you may be fitted with a SoberLink device. The audio just went. Give us just a minute. Okay, you can hear? Okay. We had a recording issue for just a moment. Thank you. So you've been ordered to community corrections within 24 hours for drug and alcohol testing. While you are there, you are to be fitted with the SoberLink device. They will explain how to use it. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. And you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. So that includes the April 16th date. That also includes going to community corrections within 24 hours. Do you have any questions about these conditions?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, the court will set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. If you don't have any questions for the court and Attorney Plumai, if you don't have anything else, then this hearing is concluded, and sir, you are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That's it. Yes, sir.
All right, next. Oh, just have been starting to postpone.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Ryan Johnson.
Okay, thank you for your patience. They're now calling case numbers 20S00266, that is the state of Michigan versus Ryan Johnson, as well as case numbers 23W000341 and 22W003032. Those are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Ryan Johnson. Appearances for the record, please.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumey appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Johnson. And Mr. Johnson, if you could just say your full name one more time.
Ryan Matthew Johnson.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for show cause hearings in these matters. You last appeared before me on February 8th. You were in custody at that time, and I see that you are still in custody. And my understanding is that we don't expect that to change. I am showing you with a balance of $2,476. What I am going to do is set your next court date with 14B in front of Judge Washington, because there is more that she may be able to do for you than I can at this point. So your next court date will be on April 16th. That will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington. Attorney Plumey, these are just show cause hearings. So
Nothing further to add.
So, Mr. Johnson, if you don't have any questions for the court at this time, you are free to stand up and tell the jail that you're finished. Thank you.
You set me?
And then number 2 is the 39.
Now I see the problem.
Good morning. May I have your name, please?
Tony Mosby.
Okay, thank you. I will be with you in just a moment.
You can put down, you don't have to put down everything.
Now calling case number 23S00538. This is the state of Michigan versus Tony Mosby. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumey appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Mosby. And Mr. Mosby, if you could just say your full name one more time.
Tony Mosby.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment for a bond violation. What I have is a community corrections report. Sir, you were issued a SoberLink device on January 18th. And from what I can see per this report, it is alleged that basically if you are not missing a test, you are testing positive. So, Attorney Plumai.
Yes, Your Honor, with regards to bond, Mr. Mosby did state that he does have an explanation for some of these violations. I would like him to discuss that with his assigned attorney before bringing it up on the record. However, he does live in Detroit. He is employed full-time. He has had that job at a sales company for the past 23 years. He insists that if he were to be given another chance, he would not test positive. And he does believe as well that he would do better on a scram tether than a sober link, just with regards to not having to remember to test and having his BAC monitored constantly. So I would just respectfully ask the court to consider a personal bond with a scram tether instead of the sober link tether.
Thank you. Okay, so your next court date is going to be a bond violation hearing before Judge Washington. That will be on Monday, March 25th at 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom. I believe when you were arraigned previously, I would have told you that standard bond conditions, no alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, not leaving the state of Michigan without the court's permission, not engaging in any sort of criminal activity, and appearing for any and all dates set for you by the court. So, should you, I should say, prior to your release, you are to be fitted with a scram tether. You may return the sober link device to community corrections. And you are ordered to go to community corrections within 24 hours of your release for drug and alcohol testing. Attorney Plumai, do you need me to clarify any of that?
No, Mr. Mosby, do you understand? You'll get a scram tether at the jail, then you bring back your sober link tether when you report to community corrections for the drug and alcohol testing.
Yes.
At this time, I am continuing the bond ordered by the judge. That is $10,000, 10%. Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Plumai, do you have anything else?
No, thank you.
So is I have to pay a bond to get out?
Yeah, so it'd be $1,000, which is what the judge had set initially.
I don't have the money, so I'm gonna have to stay here.
And you'll see the judge on Monday, and your attorney then will address bond, I'm sure, and she can make a redetermination at that point.
Okay, thank you.
Attorney Plumai, if you don't have anything else, and sir, if you don't have any questions for the court, then this hearing is concluded and you are free to stand up and tell the jail that you're finished.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.